Hi Stamper, today I'm going to show you how to make a card, a money holder. And this is a graduation card, but really it can be used for any occasion. And I'm going to show you how to do this little dude too, the little owl. So what you're going to start with, it's a piece of cardstock and it is 8.5 by 6.5. I think 6.5. Yeah, 8.5 by 6.5. And the best thing to cut your cardstock with that, let's say that's your piece of cardstock here, you go on the long way at 6.5 and that's 8.5. And then we're going to score at 3.25 and 6.5. And all the dimensions going to be on my blog at FrenchieStamps.com. Okay, we're going to fold this, and when you fold this, really reinforce that. Okay, now you're going to take a hole punch. Really, it doesn't matter the size of the hole punch. I'm using the 1.25, and it seemed to work very good. And if you like to have the stuff very center, that it's not me. I mean, it's because I'm too busy usually to center it. It's 6.5, so it's going to be 3.25. So 3.25 would be there. And then take your old punch, and if you look in the old punch, you get your center there. So try to match that with this. Just half of a circle like this. Now, the thing with the money holder, this is the most important thing here that I'm going to do right now. You're going to take your poker and go right on the side. And when I mean right on the side, you want it right on the side. And the reason is, if you go too much inside, the money won't fit in it. So now I'm going to take my black brads, put that in. This one is not black. And put this there. And now, I'm going to turn this around. And then when you open it up, you don't want to go sideways because it's going to be coming out. So you want them straight, up and down, this way. Now I get this. We're going to glue this in on the back of a black piece of cardstock. And that one, it's 3 3/8 by 6 5/8. So this one, 3 3/8 by 6 5/8. And by the way, this here, it's perfect for those long envelopes that we have. It fit perfect in this. So that's Stampin' Up! Envelopes, and you can always go on my blog and you can order directly there. And then we're going to take a piece of white cardstock, and this is my second attempt again, and you see I was very busy, but it doesn't matter to me. It's, you want to put like congrats, whatever you want in the back. Stampin' Up! Don't have many graduation sets, so I make my owl. That's why I came up with this. And this piece of white, it's 6 3/8 by 3 1/8. I will have all the dimension on my blog, so you can stop on my blog again at FrenchieStamps.com, and I will have it all. Okay, now I used the bird punch to get the branch. So now we're going to take the branch. We're going to glue our branch. Let's glue that right here. And now we're going to build our little owl. When I use the owl punch, what you want to do, it's the owl and this in black. The dress going to be in Marina Mist, and this, those big round thing, it's for his eyes. So let's glue his dress. I like to start with his dress, but if you prefer to start with his eyes, whatever, it's no right and wrong way. Then I'm going to use my Tumble glue, and I'm going to put 2 little drops. And I'm going to pick up the white that I thought I punched out, but now I don't see it, so I'm going to punch 2 more. Here we go. And this little poker that I'm using here, that stick very good, it's just a piece of tumble glue, the glue that I'm using that I let dry. I got a video on my blog, I think. I don't know if it's there yet or what. And then 2 more little drop of the glue, and then we're going to put this little eyeball here. This and this. And now I'm going to use my gel pen and do 2 little lines. And the reason why I'm holding his eyeball, it's because it's not dry yet. That's the only reason. Now he's ready to put up, so I'm going to use a dimensional in the back of him. But you know what he's missing? He's missing a diploma, he's missing a hat. So for the hat, what I'm using, it's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, perfectly square. I'll guess about where the center is. And then we're going to do his little tassel. So I'll just take a little strip of black. This is too long. And I don't have no measurement for that. See how tiny it is? Take this and do a little sliver here. Very fine to make your tassel. So now I got this tassel made. Hope, am I losing one? Yeah. And then I'm going to use just a tiny bit of glue. Put it in the back of this. Glue his tassel first. And then take your brad. I'm using a black brad again. And put your brad in. And then I can push it right there. And see the way, oops, I want this there. See, it's about sideways, just then slanted a little tiny bit. Gonna open my brad, and again, use a dimensional. Put it in the back of the hat. Et voila. You just put it like this. So now you get in. Now I'm using just plain paper, not cardstock. It's, oh, I forgot to open this. It's plain like copying paper. And it's 1 by 1 that I'm using. So, and I'm going to use a piece of linen thread. And then I took my kebabs here and I just rolled this through. And then I'm going to tie this around. And then I'm going to do a little tiny bow. It could be a little bit tighter. So maybe you want to roll it, you know, with something smaller so the diploma, it's not bigger than our little guy. Going to do a tiny bow here. Okay, the bow is too big, so you just pull. Look how pretty it is. Going to trim this, and then I'm going to use a glue dot to put this diploma. Check on my time, I'm doing good. And then, like I said, I would like this tighter a little bit. So now, voila, he got his diploma. Could be a little bit higher. He got his diploma and he got his hat. And the stamp set that I really like for it's Hope Appen. And it's the one, it's my daughter that picked it up. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. And I really think that it's excellent for graduation. So I'm going to take my Marina Miss and put this here. And then I'm going to take my decorative label punch. And I punch this. I'm going to check my time. And then I would do a blue one in the back. Just cut in two, and then I would have my frame. That is it for this card. And the money, remember, you have to have your bread right at each end so the money gonna fit. Till next time, happy stamping!